Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the Frances Ellen Watkins Harper Collaborative Club first annual Holidays in Black reading series. Today's special guest is Mrs. Faith Taylor. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Erica.
We are thrilled to have you. So, let's learn a little bit more about today's special guest. Faith Taylor served as the Senior Vice President, Corporate Social Responsibility, and Chief Sustainability Officer of Wyndham Worldwide from 2005 to 2018 until the company divested and restructured. Wyndham Worldwide, the parent company, had a chairman and three divisions managed by independent CEOs with more than 130,000 locations in 120 countries. Under Taylor's leadership, the company was recognized by the Dow Jones Sustainability Index as a world and North American hospitality leader. In addition, Ethisphere recognized them as one of the world's most ethnic companies. They also were the Human Rights Campaign Corporate Equality and Diversity Incorporated leader. Over the 10 years, the company met and exceeded their environmental diversity and philanthropic goals. Taylor has a proven track record of transforming organizations and industries to align purpose with profitability growth.
Thank you, Erica. Sounds crazy, right, kids? What's that all mean? I don't know.
That means that she's been very successful in life, and we're going to get to that in just a moment. So, first tell us, what's your favorite book?
Well, my favorite book is a book called A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline Engel. She's looking at me. So, and the reason why that's my favorite book is because it made me love science fiction, but it also made me think about things in a different way, about the possibilities of what can happen in your life. And I love that the children save the father. Because as kids, you guys have so much power. Your parents love you, and sometimes they make mistakes too. So that was one of the first books I shared with my children because it is a wise book, but it talks about tesseracting, and you're like, what's tesseracting? And it's teaching you math and science, but it's fun. Math and science is fun. So I look at it as a great book to teach you about a lot of different things. And it was one of my favorite books, and it was something that I shared with my kids.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I've only seen the movie, but now I want to read the book. It sounds so
and
much better.
To be honest with you, I want the movie to be redone. I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw the movie, I was like, this is not, it needs to be redone. So anyway, I'll just leave it at that.
But that's the difference between a book and a movie, right?
I know. The book has so much more detail, and it talks about different things that you're like, and it makes you think about things in terms of, you're like, wow, math and science, and it makes it easy, which I love. I think taking things and making it easy and fun is important.
Absolutely. Like one of the things that my mom made for me when I was a youngster was learning easy. She made it so much fun. We had like all different games that we played. If we got in the car, we got on the metro, we would do hopscotch. There was always like this learning environment. Like, okay, to hop on the next square, give me another letter that starts with, give me another word that starts with an A. There's always something there.
Yeah.
It's all about cultivating that love for learning.
Having fun. Learning is fun, right, kids? Woo!
Absolutely. So now we talked about you being successful earlier, Mrs. Taylor. So I want you to tell us, why is literacy important?
Reading is the foundation where you can say ABC, and you can understand how that forms words, and then you can understand how that makes sentences, and then it helps you to read things, and it helps you to explain things. This is fundamental of how you talk every day. And so to me, reading is the foundation from where you grow, you learn other subjects, not only English, but math and science and history. And so it's a basic thing that you do that helps you to in all areas of life. So I am a firm believer in reading as a basic skill and then applying it and enabling you to grow in these other areas as well. And so when I look at it and I see children and I see teenagers and I see adults do very well, they do very well because they read very well. And it's easy to learn how to read, but you have to do the simple things first, and then you grow on top of that. And that's just like math, that's just like science. You do the simple things first, and then you grow each step of the way and become a master at it. You may have heard the concept of 10,000 hours that you apply to something to make it, to master it. And that's in anything. And reading is one of those things that helps you to build those other skills as well. So I'm a firm believer in reading, and I've seen so many people change their lives through that.
Absolutely. One of the things that we really want to stress to parents and children and just families in general during this break is to make sure that everyone is reading, because we know how impactful it is. We know how much it changes our world. We know how much reading can literally take you to someplace you've never seen before and just take you to a completely different world. It is literally life altering.
And I really want to stress that when you're a really good reader, and today we learn so much things on the internet, that a really good reader is able to understand what is true and what is false. And so you need to be able to interpret things that you read on the internet or on your cell phone or on your iPad and know what is true or not. The way you learn that is through reading from multiple areas. Don't get the information from only one area. Go to multiple areas and make sure that it is true and accurate. Because today there's so much information,
Mhm.
and what you read is not always true, or maybe sometimes it is true, but how do you decide that is by reading across many sources. So it's, you see how this skill of being able to read and discern and understand and interpret is a fundamental skill to surviving today. So please, please, please use it.
Absolutely. Well, everyone, I can tell you that you're in for a treat, so stay tuned.
Hi, everyone. I'm Faith Taylor, and I'm going to share the book Skin Like Mine by Letitia Perry. Ready? Okay, here we go. So, the first says, and as we go here, skin like mine is quite divine. In fact, I'd say it's one of a kind. I wouldn't trade for any other shade. I love my brown skin. Or where do I begin? So those are the words, okay? And here's the picture. Wow, right? My sister and I are both shades of brown. Aren't they beautiful? And we know I have people in my family too. Some are light and red hair, some are brown skin and dark hair. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And she says, me like peanut butter, and she is hazelnut spread, both creamy and smooth. If I had to choose, it'd be hard for me because both are so yummy. right? Do you want peanut butter? What do you want? I don't know. Skin like mine is really neat. Sort of like a brownie treat. Have you had a brownie before? Do you like brownies? Some people like brownies, some people don't. Look at this. Dark chocolate brown, so tasty and sweet. I love my skin from my head to my feet. His feet? What's he talking about? When I look at Grandpa's skin, you know what comes to mind? She's looking at her grandpa. You have a grandpa, you have a grandma, you have an uncle, an aunt. And then they say caramel. That's it. A touch of golden brown drizzled on top of your ice cream. Who doesn't like ice cream? Ooh wee, this is making my tummy hungry. Do you like ice cream? Look at that ice cream. Oh my God. All right. My best bud in the world, Sean. We're like cookies and cream. That looks like an Oreo cookie to me, right? When we're together, our skin doesn't mean a thing because we know it's what made it inside that matters the most. Color should never keep two people from being close. So you see, one is black and one is white, and they're best friends. Imagine a world with one hue of colors. How boring that would be, right? I don't know about you, but I like variety. And look at her. She's eating a lollipop, like a bag of lollipops, each bringing a different splash of color to my mouth. I want that lollipop. You want that? If everyone was the same, wouldn't that be a shame? We're supposed to be different colors. Skin like mine is so divine. In fact, I'd say it's quite divine. I wouldn't trade my shade for any other shade. I love my skin. Oh, how I love my brown skin. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful all the different colors are. And this is the author, Leticia. She wrote it for her family and her kids, just like you and me. Skin like mine. See? You're beautiful.